You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Y&R fans, I've got your early weekly spoilers for August 26th through the 30th. It looks like Sally Spectra is going to wind up crushed, and Sharon Newman may be crumbling and falling apart at the seams. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and as we always do on Early Edition Day, we start with what is happening the rest of this week, just to give you context for those spoilers coming next week. With that in mind, we're going to start with the action on Wednesday, August 21st. So at the end of Tuesday's episode, you should have seen Nikki sitting down to talk to Lily and Victor sitting down to talk to Billy. We pick up with that action on Wednesday. So Nikki and Lily spend some time talking about Catherine's legacy and how it seems like Billy is kind of getting away from that and he's not really respecting it, and that it's risky for Chancellor. And Lily kind of agrees, but she also does know that the Newmans are kind of after them. And Nikki basically makes it clear that if they had known that Jill was going to bring Billy into this and let him run it, that back when Victor was controlling, I guess, the sale of Chancellor, that he wouldn't have let it go to Jill and would have done something else to honor Kay's legacy. This is all making a lot of sense to Lily. Meanwhile, Victor tells Billy to stop spreading rumors that he's after Chancellor, which is very funny because we know it's not a rumor. And he also lets Billy know that he knows that Jill Abbott is sick, and just is basically talking about Billy being a train wreck and just ruining things and just all the stuff. Victor's hated him for so long. Meanwhile, Nikki is talking up Lily to Victor after these two conversations, and basically they are talking about whether she would be good to be part of the Newman team, and that if they can make it out that they're not taking over, that she's joining with them, and they're just all working to hold to Chancellor's legacy and the vision that Kay had. Then Billy fires Lily, basically offers her a payoff to go away, and he actually brings her criminal record into it when we all know that was insane, that she ever went to jail for a simple car crash. Yes, Hillary died, but Lily wasn't doing anything intentionally. It's crazy. And Jack and Diane have a talk, and he is convinced that Victor is the money man behind Glissade. And of course he is right. And they are discussing what they can do to get Kyle away from Victor and his influence. And they realize they have to get back in Kyle's good graces. They have to smooth things over. Meanwhile, Kyle tells Claire that he and Summer are trying to put the animosity aside with this whole custody thing that she started. He asks her to go to dinner and just talk it through with him when she offers to be an ear. So they head over to Society. His parents see them, try to talk to him, but he kind of brushes them off when they're asking for an update about Summer and the lawsuit. And then Kyle is showing Claire some of the houses he's considering buying, and she notices that they all kind of look a lot like the Abbott mansion, and then she tells him maybe he's just wanting to stay home, really. Food for thought. Thursday, August 22nd, Billy does some deep thinking, and then he makes a tough call. Now, I was wondering if the tough call was about firing Lily, but he's already made it at that point. And so I wonder if he makes an actual phone call to Jill, maybe just to give her a heads up before Lily calls. We'll see. And Diane Jenkins makes an effort to reconcile with Kyle. He is keeping them at arm's length, but she is not giving up. She wants to protect her son more than anything. And Sally pressures Adam to come clean. So this is Thursday, right? And the whole thing about them being cornered and asked about this was last Friday. Y&R has dragged this for a whole other week. And Sally just is going to directly ask Adam, did you sleep with Chelsea in Baltimore? Very simple question. He should say yes and just stop this. I don't think he's going to. Friday, August 23rd, Adam stands his ground. He is sticking to his story. He has chosen the lie and deny path At the same time he's doing this, Chelsea makes a shocking confession. Sounds like she's going to tell Billy the truth. She already basically called a timeout on their relationship to try and avoid coming clean, but it looks like it's just too much of a pressure cooker, and she is going to confess. Meanwhile, Sharon has a very bad day at the end of next week because Cameron Ashby is in her head. You know, she's hallucinating him and he's talking to her, and now he is toying with her. And of course, we all know this is her manifestation of him, so it's very confusing. August 26th through the 30th. So Billy has fired Lily at Chancellor, but somebody else is supposed to be standing beside him to run the company. And I wonder if he's going to choose Chancellor to try and calm Jill down about him firing Lily. You know, Connor Floyd has been dropped to recurring from contract. So if he's the one that's going to be working beside Billy, maybe he'll be pushed back up to contract status. I can't imagine who else would want to run Chancellor with Billy, but I think Chance definitely could. Although Chance has said that if it's a Lily versus Billy thing, his money is on Lily. And of course, Lily is very motivated to want Billy out of Chancellor now that he has said she's fired. And I do think we're going to have more of Nikki getting close to her and working on her to see that Newman is the least objectionable alternative to Billy having Chancellor and Lily being out. Summer did tell Kyle that she would try to cool off the animosity, but can she stick to it and calm down, or is she going to go back to the Audra drum that she's been beating when there is nothing there? Billy has to deal with the fallout and whether Jill is actually going to let him fire Lily. He's also got fallout from Chelsea drama, you know, the cheating fallout. Sally is reeling because Adam wouldn't tell her the truth, and she knows that, and she's been talking to Billy a lot. If indeed Chelsea does confess to Billy, I think it is Billy who's going to deliver the stunning shock to Sally about Adam and Chelsea cheating. If Adam were smart, it would come from his mouth. It may not. It may in fact come from Billy. Audra and Kyle are both worried about Victor and, you know, what agenda he's working and what that means for long term. They have agreed to work together, but we both know they don't trust each other, and it could be open season on internal sabotage among these co-CEOs. Sharon is susceptible right now to Cameron's bad influence, but of course we all know it's her own brain derailing her. Sharon has lied about being back on her meds. It doesn't seem like she is. And Nick, Mariah, and Faith are more worried every day. That's it. Those are all our early spoilers. Drop your comments. Please subscribe if you're not following us. Be sure and come back soon. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, talking Young and the Restless with you 7 days a week.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.